If you're still bitterly ruining the hour in bed that daylight savings stole from you, then a quick look at all the amazing games coming in April is sure to brighten your day. April kicks off with the first-person building and raiding game called Meet Your Maker, arriving on the 4th. Your goal is to make your way through a heavily fortified outpost, ducking and diving between its various death traps and armed guards so that you can make off with their precious resources that lie within. But the kicker is that all of these outposts are player-made, using a block-based system that allows you to devise your own impregnable fortresses right down to the finest deadly details. Basically, you get to play as both the daring Indiana Jones type and the guy responsible for ensuring that the Temple of Doom is appropriately doomy.
That's a bit of me, that is. And as we both know, the Xbox community also rises spectacularly to this kind of creative challenge, and we really cannot wait to see what they come up with once it's time to officially meet your maker. It's always kind of bold to declare yourself the inventor of a whole new genre, but Curse of the Sea Rats is a self-described, and stay with me here, ratoidvania. And you know what? I think I'll allow it. And that's partially because the game is simply too pretty to get mad at, with a lush hand-animated style that makes the whole thing feel like a gorgeous classic kids movie. It tells the story of a group of unfortunate sailors who have a nasty encounter with a pirate witch that ends up with them all being turned into rats. And to put things right, you'll need to embark on a wild journey across the Irish coast, complete with all the thrilling boss battles and scintillating secrets you could possibly ask for.
Sounds like we need to get prepared to hoist the sails and head for Curse of the Sea Rats come April 6th. If you've been digging Tango Gameworks' latest eye-popping adventure, Hi-Fi Rush, then you'll be delighted to know that their spooky sci-fi title, Ghostwire Tokyo, will be joining it on Game Pass for Xbox Series X and S and PC from the 12th. This first-person adventure recreates Tokyo City in dazzling detail, using next-gen tech like ray tracing, spatial sound, and 60 FPS frame rates to make it astonishingly immersive. But in spite of how realistic it looks, something's still a little off. And that might be because the city has been overrun with occultists and vengeful spirits, all of whom seem hell-bent on totally ruining the vibe. Fortunately, you've got a few paranormal tricks of your own.
And there will be more of Tokyo to explore than ever, thanks to the new Spider's Thread update, which launches on the very same day that Ghostwire Tokyo comes to Xbox. Fancy that. Adding a bunch of creepy new areas for players to explore, as well as a brand new gauntlet running challenge mode. And Game Pass is getting another mahoosive title just a few days later, blimey, when Minecraft Legends comes storming in on the 18th. You've mined and you've crafted to your heart's content, and some of you may have even conquered all of Minecraft's dungeons. So now it's time for a brand new challenge. This time, it's war. It's time to lead your blocky battalions onto the field to fend off a piglin invasion in a real-time strategy style.
Featuring a gorgeous world for you to wage war across and the option to duke it out with your friends online, Legends is about to add an exciting new chapter to the Minecraft history books. For all the tips and info you need on Minecraft Legends as it's released, be sure to subscribe to Xbox On so we can all win those battles together. The rhythm genre gets another exciting remix on the 18th when God of Rock arrives. In this arcade fighter, you'll need to time your attacks to the beat of the music if you want to deal serious damage. The longer the fight rages on, the more complex the music will get until only one fighter remains. So, no matter what happens, there's going to be a murder on this here dance floor.
God, I was so close to making that joke. Well played, Bex. Featuring a lively cast, however, of fighters, each inspired by different musical styles, God of Rock has all the makings of a chart-topper, a bit of a bopper. Now, there are a lot of things that make Stray Blade worth checking out. It's a third-person action-adventure game with a combat system that emphasizes speed and precision, allowing for thrilling blade-on-blade battles. It also features an ever-changing world in which time keeps moving forward even if you die, allowing you to affect the land around you in all sorts of unexpected ways. And it features epic boss battles against fallen god kings whose powers will be all yours. Well, only if you can find a way to bring them down.
But most importantly, it lets you hang out with a fuzzy little dude called Boji. So for all of this and much more, be sure to check out Stray Blade when it arrives on the 20th. Are you looking for a whimsical story about toys that packs a surprisingly emotional punch? Another one, I mean. Well, then get ready for Tin Hearts, which will be hopping out of the toy box on April 20th. Made by some of the folks behind the original Fable, Tin Hearts is a puzzle adventure game about a group of tin soldiers and a genius inventor called Albert J. Butterworth.
Playing as the little metal man himself, you'll be able to take advantage of all manner of brilliant and bizarre contraptions to solve puzzles and explore new areas. The more creative you get with these wonderful gizmos, my dudes, the more you will end up discovering. After taking just a little bit of time out to regather its strength and scrub off a few of them bloodstains, the Dead Island series returns on April 21st with a sequel that is just bursting with zombie bashing action. In fact, now I mention it, bursting is just one word that's going to come up a lot when you play this game, along with others of my favourite words such as splattering, crunching, disemboweling and decapitating. It's a very visceral game, Bex, in every sense of the word.
Beneath all the blood and guts, you'll also find a clever card-based mechanic for upgrading your character, a selection of 6 different slayers to choose from, and a variety of vast Los Angeles maps to explore. If you're on the lookout for eye candy, feast your peepers on the hand-drawn wonder known as Afterimage. Arriving on the 25th, this 2D actioner transports you to a stunning fantasy world where the breathtaking beauty of the scenery is marred only by the hideous evil monsters that are constantly trying to kill you.
Ugh, the amount of times a monster has killed me and ruined the scenery is far too high recently. But thankfully though, Afterimage's fluid and fast-paced combat system is all about letting you pick your own style, with a large variety of weapon types and upgrade paths for you to choose from. And with over 150 varieties of enemies to take on, you're going to have plenty of folks to practice on as you plan out that perfect build. As a Lovecraftian Metroidvania, The Last Case of Benedict Fox is perhaps the perfect game for players who want to uncover the kind of unspeakable horrors that will shake them to their very core, then come back later with new abilities to access new areas and uncover even more unspeakable horrors. Way! Playing as a detective with a keen eye and a demonic sidekick, this macabre action platformer will see players exploring a spooky mansion as they try to solve a mysterious murder. In the process, they'll get to wield all sorts of dark powers, including the ability to hop into the minds of the recently deceased to search for more clues. Ooh, handy, I guess.
Boasting some gorgeous gothic visuals and no end of sinister surprises, The Last Case of Benedict Fox will be coming straight to Xbox and PC Game Pass on the 27th. Ending the month with a bigger bang than the one that took out Alderaan, Star Wars Jedi Survivor arrives on the 28th. The new game will pick up where Fallen Order left off, following one of the galaxy's last remaining Jedi as he tries to fight back against the growing darkness. The latest chapter in this tale will provide Cal with new allies and new enemies, plus a bunch of fresh Force powers and fighting styles just to keep things interesting.
As if the Force isn't interesting enough. Oh, and if you're not up to speed on the story so far, by the way, listeners, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members will find Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order available for console and PC right now, courtesy of EA Play. Monster Hunter Rise has even got more players wrapped up in its beast battling good times since it arrived on Game Pass, and now there's a whole new chapter coming on the 28th. Sunbreak will see players setting sail for a kingdom across the sea where a trio of terrifying monsters known as the Three Lords are in need of a damn good hunting, right Bex?
What's at the top of your wish list? Let us know down in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe and ring the bell. Bye!